Very common question that happens almost in every kitchen is when somebody, when washing dishes, uses the wrong sponge, uses the meat sponge for dairy dishes or the opposite. What happens then? That's a question that comes up again and again, and this is the way things should be done. First of all, one should have two different kinds of sponges, one for meat and one for dairy. And the reason for that is because you sometimes have the sponges a little bit dirty, they're not completely clean, and you have some pieces, let's say, of meat, and if you clean them under hot water, you clean the dairy dishes with hot water, those pieces actually give the taste of meat into the dairy dishes, and that's problematic. So, lechatchila, when one wants to clean his dishes, he should have two sets of sponges. And that is something that's written in the Sfarim. Rav Steinbuch brings that thing down, and so do other poskim as well. What happens if somebody mixed up and used the wrong sponge? He took the meat for the dairy, dairy for the meat. Then we usually could always allow such a sponge and the plate as well because of a few reasons. First of all, in order for the sponge to actually make the plate or whatever you're washing asur, you have to have over there water in the heat of Yad Soledet. Yad Soledet could be measured if you put your hands under the water, if you can keep them there for a long time, and you feel and you don't have to pull it out. It's not that hot. If you can still leave it under, and it's not that hot, you don't have such a discomfort, so then it's not considered Yad Soledet. If it's not Yad Soledet, it can't make the plate asur. It doesn't have the ability. Only heat in that level could make it asur. So normally, people don't wash their dishes in such heat. The reason is because they have their hands under the water, and they can't wash if the heat is to that level. So that's one reason. And second reason is, according to the Shulchan Aruch, if you have something that's pogem, makes the taste, pagum means to say bad, it makes the taste bad, so you have over here meat, and using something together with it, like sand, or in our case, soap or detergents, you would make the meat pagum, give it a taste, a bad flavor, bad taste, so that's also not going to be asur. So over here also, since people use those sponges while washing dishes with detergents, that's also another reason why it should be asur. So you have over here two reasons. Third reason is, usually sponges are always clean. People don't usually leave pieces of food in those sponges, and that's another reason to be mekel. Another reason that could be that if there's left a very small tiny piece in those sponges, you can't be careful that it's completely clean. It's still not going to make the plate you're washing or whatever you're washing asur, because the stream of water coming down usually have 60 times that food, and therefore it's not going to be able to be asur. So, to summarize this, although lechatchila one should have two sets of sponges, two sets of gloves for washing dishes, but if one by mistake mixes them up, it's normally always will be mutar.